Yes, we live.
You still ain't doing no intro.
It say we live, honey. I didn't know you wanted the intro, friend.
We like you
You know,
can't.
typically
Well,
you
you
like to.
can.
Typically you like to get right on into it.
Yeah, like the people about to get upset. I'm about to snatch down. I'm snatching down my intro that I've always had. I got to get rid of it.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because like random people are copywriting that, like copywriting the music to it, which is completely copyright free, but going through the process, it takes too long,
It
and
does.
then the money gets held on it. Like I've won like 5 of the copyright battles, but they keep on doing it. So I have to get
Yeah,
rid of
you
it.
know,
But
you.
you said what?
I say, YouTube be on some bullpucky, bro.
Yeah. But like now I'm about to I found this really nice beat that I'm about to buy, for about a good $80, and I'm just gonna like slap that on that. So I'll probably do that next week or something like that.
The people don't realize all that go into being a content creator. It's a lot. It's a lot. What's up,
Yeah.
y'all? Happy today is Monday. Today is Monday. What's going on? Happy Monday. We here for Bell Collective, y'all. Y'all already know what's up. Y'all be looking forward to this. Don't lie. Y'all look forward to this. What's up, Simply Elegant One? What's going on, Tyra? How are you? How are you? We're
What's
gonna let the
up,
people come on up in here though. For sure, for sure.
What's up, everybody? Look, I just got done with 4 miles. My feet hurt. My back hurt. My back is aching. My brow too tight. Like I'm just saying, I am in pain.
Listen, I can understand. So we ain't gonna be on camera for this particular episode, but y'all know what we look like, and y'all know we still look good. But you know what I'm saying. It is what it is. Y'all gonna get these avatars today. Can
Yes,
you hear my
Avatar.
air conditioner, my little personal air conditioner in the background?
No, but can you hear mine?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm. And the reason why I asked is 'cause I got a fan blowing in front of me, and I got a little mini air conditioner. Shout out to one of my subscribers for getting this air conditioner yesterday, a personal air conditioner.
Wait, one of your subscribers gave you an air conditioner?
A personal air conditioner, honey. Yes,
Like,
indeed.
girl,
Yes,
what?
indeed. Yes, indeed. Shout out to baby girl 1981. I'm gonna go on and say it. Sorry, but
Baby.
she sure did. She bought me a little personal air conditioner, honey, and cause I need it.
Hey TT, how you doing, sweetie? Thank you for coming. Thank you for stopping by. You
What's
know.
up, Demetria? What's going on, Scummy? What's going on, Miss V? What's going on, TT? What's going on? So yeah, I'm a little personal air conditioner, and it feels good, baby, blowing the cool air, and it just feels great. Last couple of days have been hell in here.
Yeah. That like that air went out, had your ass burning up.
Oh my God, I couldn't cook. I was tired of eating out. I was like, because when you want something good, you want to cook it because when you cook it how you want to, and you know it's right. I couldn't do that, and I was frustrated. And when I get frustrated, I like to cook, and I had no outlet. But thank God for cool air. Thank God for cool air.
Yeah, that
Anyway,
good
what's up,
apple
everyone?
edition.
Air conditioner, honey, air conditioner. Well, first of all, I gotta get to my notes. What's going on? Is it
I'm
hot
so
there? Super
hell
hot there?
yes. Well, it wasn't too hot today. It was only about 85, 86 degrees. So that
Okay,
wasn't too bad.
it's not
But
too
like,
bad.
the past few weeks though, it's been about 100, and it's kind of been like limiting my walking because I'll walk in 100-degree weather, fall out to the ground.
Listen, it got up to 102 today. Yesterday, I think it was like 101. But yesterday, the heat was like a different type of heat because it tried to rain the day before. So, honey, y'all stay well out here in this heat because this heat will make you act ignorant. I ain't gonna even hold y'all. I got a whole attitude earlier. Sure did. Well, y'all, we here for Bell Collective. This is season 3, episode 7. We coasting right along, okay? But before we get into the review of Bell Collective, I want to talk about something else real quick that pertains to Bell Collective. Um, don't really think that anybody has really talked about or discussed Bell Collective's ratings. And what Bell Collective is really bringing in. I feel like Bell Collective can be a lot further than Bell Collective is. Um, but y'all, this is kind of sad though. And I get it. It's a Friday night, but the show is good. What are we doing? Hold on, let me show y'all. They don't even make it to the top 50. I will tell you that. On Friday night. So this is from June the 23rd. Okay, this is from June the 23rd. This would have been the previous episode because remember we didn't have one last week, technically. Well, the week before. Um, so let me show you guys really quick about the ratings. Because it's just a little weird to me. Let me make this bigger. Okay, wait, where'd it go?
Wait,
There we
is
go.
it behind Jocelyn's cap? I'm just kidding.
It might be. It might be. I'm just saying it might be the way
I
they
am
act.
crying.
But it comes in at 120 on the map on Fridays with 134,000 viewers. Like, I don't like that. I don't really like that. Like, I can we at least get up to 200 K? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get it. A lot of people watch it afterwards, after it comes on and different stuff like that. So I get that part. But Bell Collective is a really good show, and I think honestly the ratings should be better than this. It should be way better than this. I get it. You know, it's the Carlos, the Carnos. That was
Yeah, but you know, Carlos being the whack. I wish I can I cuss or like I mean,
I mean, the
friend.
people are used to you by now, friend.
I mean, okay.
And I'm not
Like
monetized.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to like bring that up. You know, I was gonna say like you know, you ain't monetized. Damn near none of my videos currently are monetized anyway. So,
So yeah, you go right on ahead. Now. Go right on ahead.
so yeah. So like, of course, they're not getting any type of fucking viewership because Carlos King bitch ass is too busy trying to fawn all over Martell, Maurice, and Marceau, and he's not putting that energy into this show. He's too busy trying to make terrible other, representations of marriage, black women and black, black men and everything else of the sort. Like, if one thing Carlos King ain't gonna do, he gonna sniff out an abusive relationship and put a motherfucking camera in their face.
Oh my gosh,
And then
that's really going to.
and then he's gonna hop on, and then he's gonna hop on his podcast and talk about every damn thing else except for Bell Collective.
But listen, and I don't understand it because Bell Collective, as we can see, is a really good show. Now, what I find interesting, this was from the week before. This was the 16th, 159,000. But I guarantee you, y'all, Carlos over there worried about Mauricio and Kyle's marriage and stuff like that over there on Beverly Hills, where it has been established. You need to be over here in Jackson, Mississippi, worried about the ratings, sir.
Yeah, because at the end of the day,
what you
go
worried about
ahead.
Kyle and Mauricio for?
Right. Real Housewives, the Beverly Hills ain't gotta battle super kitties on a
because one thing about them, they gonna get their viewership. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna get there. So you don't need to be worried about that. And trust me, last season they got millions of viewers. You need to be focused on this over here. Okay. Like this right here is absolutely disgusting because I feel like again, Bell Collective is a good show, although we do see the toxicity, but it's still overall a better show, especially than the other ones. Let's just keep it above. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to know what your thoughts were about these ratings.
I'm just fucking weak. Not Bell Collective getting beat out by Hey Yahoo. I'm done. Bitch, I'm weak. Not they getting their ass whooped by super kitties. I'm crying. I am on the floor.
This would have been 2 weeks before 130,000.
I didn't even know
Like,
the Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club had a TV show.
they on BET now.
Damn.
They come on in the mornings. Now I ain't gonna lie, I've been seeing a bunch of reruns, but they do come on in the mornings over on BET. But I wanted to talk about these. I'm gonna do a separate video on these ratings as well. But I just wanted y'all to see this and see kind of where we at with Bell Collective. I don't understand it. I don't get it. But hey, um, it's sad that YouTubers be out here promoting shows more than he do his own show.
Like, what be fucking killing me is when this nigga be talking about, because at the end of the day, we're the #1 show on OWN. I was like, what the fuck other show is it on OWN? Like what else does OWN have to, like, what are you battling against? Like, are you battling old ass reruns of the Oprah show? Like, what's going on? Like, the Diamond class of like Diane Carroll interviews. Like, what the fuck are you what are you battling up against, Carlos, that you keep on bragging? You got the #1 show on OWN, but you got actually the 189th show on the actual ratings chart, right behind Super Kitties.
Not the 189.
like I'm just saying at the end of the day, I'm just so sick and tired of him, like, bring the #1 show on OWN. And I was like, I just don't get what, like, what that entails. Like, what's the perk of you saying that? Because it's not like you going against anything of, interesting.
And the #1 show ain't even getting 300,000 views.
Exactly, because you want to know what they battling?
Nothing.
They battling, YouTube videos that's airing on OWN network of, Oprah putting Vaseline on her elbows. Like, at the end of the day, that's what they battling against. What's the other shows that you're battling on OWN network? And I know some of y'all are saying Ready to Love, but I don't
it's not the same type of reality though.
Right.
It's not the same type of reality. That's why I don't understand what his goal is. But listen, people have honestly grown to love Bell Collective because it is a place where we know them people and we got to know them. We on season 3. Like, sir, focus on that. Like, I don't even see you really doing interviews with your Bell Collective cast like you do everybody else. I mean, we see them, but they ain't like his other interviews. I just want him to focus on what needs to be focused on.
Like, we barely ever see him. Like, we haven't seen him invite, Bill Collector down there like that. Like, I ain't never seen him talk about the Bill Collector girls. All we see him do is talk about Candy.
And
why you laughing?
He needs, because that ain't no lie. He stayed. Ooh, I mean, y'all, that man right there, he gets it on Twitter, y'all. They be eating that man up on Twitter. Okay, they will take a snippet that's only 5 seconds long and tear into his tear all the way into him. But about them ratings, because I ain't really like Adam look. You know what I'm saying? So I agree. It's a Virgo. I agree. I do agree.
Y'all talking?
I mean, you got him on the show.
And then y'all talking about, like, he needs to interview men. No, he don't need to interview men. That's the fucking issue right there. Interviewing men is what got Maurice out here thinking that it's okay that Kimmy has to suffer through sex and bend over and take it. Why she not you trying to fuck her with chemo on her cooch? Like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Maurice is a piece of trash. And like I said, you better get on Amazon and get you one of them sex dolls, and you can go and have sex with that doll as many times as you want to, or go in the corner, like Ayanna Van Zant said, and go in the corner and beat your meat. Do something. But stop playing with that lady. Please, 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 please. Every time I think about that, I get mad. But anyway, let's get into this episode, child. This is episode 7, Let There Be Peace. Let there be peace. Okay, listen, y'all. So we start off this episode where we ended the previous episode where So Gucci, Sanjay, and Marie was down to the Christmas parade, where Zuri was, doing her twirling and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Um, and so we continue this conversation with Sanjay telling So Gucci that you felt like it was just disrespectful for So Gucci to walk over to Tamara or walk over to the space in which Selena was in. And this is what I'm gonna say this just real quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want adults to be adults. Like, why do y'all keep saying? Look, I get it. It's probably well, we know it's disrespect on both ends, but we're not gonna act like we didn't see it's Selena being just as shady as So Gucci was when she came into Latrice's event. They both were being shady with the people that they were standing next to. Okay. So Gucci was standing next to Akeisha throwing shade. Selena was standing next to Tamara throwing shade. So we're not gonna pretend like that it's not a possibility that both of them are being disrespectful. Like, I y'all, they are really I guess their goal is to try to make So Gucci look like just the worst person. I get it. She probably have areas where she need to clean up some things, but I don't like how y'all trying to make it seem like it's just So Gucci.
Um, like it's kind of hard for me to gauge who's more wrong in this situation. What's up, wifey? How you doing? But the in this like in this scene, all I got was that like So Gucci is childish as fuck, and So Gucci is jealous as hell of Selena. And I hate that for her because like she don't need to be. Because at the end of the day, your husband looks like he belongs on a short yellow bus. Like, sis, you have nothing to fight over. I promise you, don't nobody want that man at all. Like you sitting here talking about like, well, at the end of the day, she got him in. Like, but that has nothing to do with the fact that, you came up over there to be shady and you thought it was gonna be just your little 1 and 2, and you came over there to like, really get the mess started. You admitted that you know, when you admitted it, I really couldn't defend it no more. I mean, like you admitted that like you came over there to antagonize her and then it got out of hand. Now that don't excuse her for putting her hands on you, but like, what I cannot ignore is the fact that, so Gucci turned around, threw that bag down and said, show me extra, and walked up on her. Now, I didn't think that Selena needed to take it to an extra level. I think this could have easily been separated. Selena didn't have to take it actually to showing her what the extra is. But So Gucci is definitely not innocent like she keeps on claiming that she is. And the fact that she keeps on bringing her like, your daughter was right there. Okay, but your daughter was right there when you admitted that you spent most of your time taking care of JJ's children to try to get closer to them while your own daughter felt neglected. So quit trying to make it seem like that you're like this picture perfect mom when your mother's skills can be put at question as well. I don't like that. Like, stop trying to diss this lady's motherhood. I don't like that. I don't
I
like that
agree
at
with that
all.
too. I agree with that too. But I also agree that we're dealing with some grown adults. They have grandchildren at this point. So them coming out talking about co-parenting, let that go. Y'all grown, let it go. I am so sick of hearing co-parenting. Who walking around here talking about co-parenting when you got grown kids that got and you got grandkids? Who talking about that? I'm sorry, but your time is up with that. It's up with that. And y'all couldn't co-parent when they were in the home or in both of y'all homes. Stop saying that. Y'all's kids now have kids. So y'all's focus need to be being grandparents instead of trying to figure out how you can co-parent with
Right.
grown kids. I don't understand that. That is one thing that's really bothering me to the uttermost. Like, we talk about these kids as if they are young. I get that they are adults, they have issues, but come on now, why we gotta keep acting like we talking about some preteen kids here?
Can I ask a question though? And this may be like, this may be a little bit like out of, a little bit random, but how long is Sanjay gonna have those braces in her mouth? Like, is it just me? I swear Sanjay been having braces since she was 11. Ain't she like 26 now? How long, like that's what scares me about having braces, because everybody I see wear braces, they be having those holes in for 2 decades. Like at what point do you take them off?
Child.
Like is the are the orthodontists, like, are they really like making that money like that? Like that's all I can really focus on. I was like, did she have I couldn't really tell if she had braces. I think she did. Or maybe I'm visualizing it in my head, but I remember her in the scenes. I was like, did she have on braces?
And can we
Didn't
just
you
talk
have on
about it
these
real
same
quick?
braces in the DDP?
Can we just talk about it real quick? You
Yeah.
might not agree with me, but Sanjay attitude is funky. Okay, her
I
attitude
mean,
is poor,
I
and
mean, I
even
can
in
agree
any
to that.
situation we see them on camera, her attitude is always stank. Like that's one of the reasons why I say stop blaming it on So Gucci. That So Gucci is just this disrespectful person, because y'all are too. Y'all can't tell me that y'all aren't being disrespectful as well. Your response and how you respond to her just goes to show that you do have disrespectful things with you too. I don't. I guess that's just my thing. If we're gonna call one out, all of them need to be called out, because I feel like all of y'all are disrespectful. Let's just keep it above, and we could tell that by the way y'all respond to certain things.
Yeah, but my thing is this, like at the end of the day, like if a woman is purposefully coming at my mama, and I love my mama very intensely, I guess I can understand as to why she's treating Gucci this way, because Gucci is openly admitting, yes, I'm going to disrespect your mama, and not only am I going to disrespect your mama, I'm gonna call her a bad mom, I'm gonna disrespect her in front of your face, and then I'm gonna come in your face after the fact and play in it and act like I didn't know what I was doing. Like, how can you not get upset at that? But now that does not change that I feel that, Sanjay has a nasty disposition. But I think when it comes towards So Gucci, I think So Gucci deserves it at this point. I'm convinced. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. And you would listen, honey. Now you're not gonna have no attitude like this and then want to talk about co-parenting. Girl, if you don't get your grown, whew, yeah, I
So
have an
Gucci
issue with
messed
that.
up when
I
she
do.
when she said, yeah, I was going over there trying to, like, I thought it was gonna be a shady moment. Like, what are you doing, ma'am? Like, how
Yeah,
you
I
want to
feel like
have a
if you
shady
was
moment with this woman, but you want her kids to be cool with you? How does that work?
now, I agree with that. Like, kids ain't gonna be cool with you just generally because you fooling with their mama. I can get that part of it, right?
And
But
and and
even when So Gucci is not involved, Sanjay's attitude is funky. You know.
I'm saying, not like I don't like, I've only really seen her in scenes with So Gucci and their parents. But I'm saying that, like, what really pissed me off about this scene was that, like, Sanjay was out here laying down facts, and like, I mean, son, and like, So Gucci was agreeing. Like, she was like, didn't we already have a talk about this? Where I was saying that, like, it's, you being disrespectful towards our mom. We don't like that. And it's really a disservice towards us, especially if you're trying to help build a relationship between me, you, and your family on top of it. And then, so Gucci was saying, like, yeah, we did have that conversation, but, at the end of the day, you, like, your daughter was there. I was like, girl, what are you talking about, So Gucci? So you're telling me these girls came to you, you agreed that you were wrong, and that you said that you were going to actually try to make changes to better the relationship between you and Selena because you cared about those girls, and then you proceed to continue to disrespect their mama in front of their face. You don't give a damn about those children.
Now, again, I agree with that too. I do agree with that. Like, I feel like there are ways to honestly fix this, but it's so many pieces and so many layers to this whole thing. And honestly, just in my opinion, I think the grown kids need to stay out of it. But I get it. It's your mama. But look, at some point, let them fix it. Something.
But
I don't
honestly
know.
and truthfully,
I'm
Sanjay
over it.
don't even feel like, I don't even think Sanjay want to talk or be around So Gucci. So Gucci is the one who keeps on trying to initiate these these fake ass apologetic conversations to Sanjay, and Sanjay is saying, "Girl, Then she up there talking about, well, I ain't seen, I
And
ain't
they
seen
wouldn't be
my
on TV if
yeah, like number one that ain't your granddaughter, So Gucci. You don't get to claim this girl's sister's son as your granddaughter. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that when you're disrespecting the mother, the actual grandmother of the children. You don't get to disrespect their mama and then want to try to claim ownership of they kids. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, I was like, I just, my mouth was dropping at So Gucci in this scene. I was like, maybe I was tripping last episode. Maybe I was not seeing things as clearly as I should have, but like that scene put a lot of stuff in perspective. I mean, and she just kept on like, ma'am, you already know that these girls don't like you. You're not about to see that lady kid. I'll be surprised if they even want to see you again.
Now, with that part right there, I wouldn't even fix my mouth to say I ain't seen him. Clearly, you haven't seen him because y'all got issues. I mean, that's just what that is. I mean,
Right.
and honestly, you can't be mad if neither one of them decide to bring their child over or whatever the case may be. You can't be mad about it.
And I was like, you probably ain't seen the child because the child is with his actual grandmama who you like to play with. That's probably why you ain't seen him.
That's true. That could definitely be true, child. Listen, I'm so over this So Gucci and Selena them. I really am. However, honey, we been over to Tambourine down to the radio station, talking to that man that people think she with. But anyway, Tambourine goes to explaining where her and Demond stand, where their relationship stands, and some of the things that he has said that was like a what situation to her, but I would say the same thing about her too. Now we're not gonna forget about those things that you said in that same conversation, but I mean, neither here nor there. But I really just want her to let us know that she don't want Demond. Just let us know, and just please move on. You don't want that man.
I think that Tamara is like, she's one of those women that want to be free and just live their life on their own, have a man this week, not have a man the next week, be by themselves, fly out of the country, not have any strings like tying her down. But it's the way that she was raised that she's battled. It's like she's trying to fight her. It's like she's programmed, and it's like you see tidbits of her trying to fight against the programming. But at the end of the day, that's what adds into the inconsistencies as far as what she says, because the true Tamara underneath has to hide behind the shield of what her parents or her family expects her to be. And I think that's quite unfortunate. I like Tamara. I know a lot of people don't like her. I will defend Tamara until the wheels fall off, because y'all will not continue to play. And I'm going to eat Marie alive today. I'm going to tear that ass.
I've been waiting. Y'all don't know I was excited about this review and mad that
because at the end of the day, my thing is like, Tamara's not bothering nobody. I mean, what we seen, I feel like she's been at least somewhat honest. She says that her and Damon are having issues living together. She's not used to living with a man. She's trying to focus on being in her not being in a relationship, focus on her career. To me, I feel like she's been very honest about it. And she says that, Damon is not trying to make the moves that's necessary, for a full commitment. So she's just going to focus on herself for now, because at the end of the day, she's a top priority. I mean, at what point, what else does she have to say? But I'm going to say this. I don't know what I like about Quasi, but I think that she should mess around with him if she's not already.
I know what I like about him.
What you like about him?
He's a nice looking gentleman.
Oh, that whole talk for saying you just want to pounce on him?
No.
Okay. But like, I love how he was saying, we got to get the podcast started, because I want to see I want to see, you actually be your real self. And it's like he's trying to tell her, you can put down the mask and be who you actually are and not be who you think people expect you to be. And I think a
Right.
man that, basically convinces you to be your authentic self and not have to assume any type of, heteronormative role or, some type of societal norm that's been, entered into your mind in a dogma. I think that's very important. So I am definitely here for Quasi and his influence on Tamara. And I think it's a big disservice towards Tamara's career, Tamara's cooch, Tamara's nerves, that she's even still entertaining Demond, especially when he completely disrespected her job. Like sitting, you been sitting
Sitting in
down
it.
all
Yeah.
day. Girl, at the end of the day, like so does a bus driver who y'all all claim, need, should get rich women. So does a lot of people. And they work very hard. Just because you didn't fucking probably go to college and you work in a blue collar job and you tired as hell when you come home physically, don't mean that she's less tired because she's going through mental fatigue. That's very tiring too. It's sometimes when I come home from work after crunching all of these numbers, after doing all of these expenses, all of these different spreadsheets, for the financials, that I am just mentally exhausted and I cannot do anything. So for him to really disrespect her job and her passion like that, I was like, throw this nigga away.
Yeah, I agree with that. I didn't like that either. I didn't like that either. For Tambourine. Y'all know Tambourine sometimes that voice irks me to my soul, okay? But uh I have to agree. I definitely
Yeah.
have to agree with that.
Yeah.
Um Wait a minute, hold on. Hello to everybody just coming in the room. Y'all please make sure y'all hit that like button, okay? We ain't asked y'all to like it just yet, but y'all please hit that like button, okay? Please, please, please. All right. So we get a scene where Marie head down to the therapy. Okay, she heads down to therapy, and I will have to say, um, uh, did I miss something? Had Marie been in therapy?
Girl, I don't know. I caught up on this show like very quickly last season when you asked me to.
I'm
So
trying to think. I don't think we've ever seen Marie go to therapy, especially with all of the heavy stuff that she be dealing with, just in general. I ain't never seen her go to therapy, so I have to be completely honest. I enjoyed that therapy scene well. I think it was a
yeah,
very vulnerable moment.
I thought that the therapist was very thought that she was very good at her job. She emits a very warm energy that causes you to feel comfortable. When I went to therapy for the first time, my therapist was kind of cold towards me. And she was just, I know she said it was a part of the process that she just had to ask me a whole bunch of questions. But in the midst of her asking me those questions and I had to uncover trauma and things like that, it wasn't like she was like, I'm so sorry to hear that, or she was giving me like a warmness. It was like she was just looking at me. I was like, this feels so uncomfortable, and I don't feel comfortable talking to you again. I'm not coming back.
I had that same experience, but it was with a white male. And one of the things that I learned throughout like a grieving process when I lost my mom and my grandmother, I realized like, yo, I need a black therapist because what I don't like to do is to try to reteach like what our history has been, or what we have gone through as black people. Like I really have, and that's not everybody's story, okay, but it is mine. I don't like teaching them because I feel like when I go have a conversation with you, I want you to be able to give me the resources in which it's going to help me to get to where I need, which is another reason why I like that scene with Marie, because her therapist did give her resources even on her first visit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, they did have a therapy session with Jaquez. What's the son name? Jaquez. What's the son?
Your predator.
Oh, I forgot about that last season. Um, so yeah, I really did like that scene with Marie being in therapy because again, I think we got an opportunity to see a very vulnerable moment from her.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, she definitely said like, at the end of the day, I was bullied, and I was taught by my father that if somebody is threatening me, I need to hit first and ask questions later.
That was funny. Cause I was
I,
like,
lo-
wait, what?
I love Marie's accent.
Wait, since we talk about her accent, you know what's funny to me?
What?
The way she say Letitia's name. Leticia. Boy, wait a minute.
When did she say it like that?
She always says it. She be like, Leticia invited me out too. She do not call that lady Leticia. She definitely calls her Leticia. It's just the way she said it. It's like, it is funny
Okay.
to me every time she said it is hilarious to me. Leticia invited me out. I'm like, who is that? We have not met that lady.
Maybe that's the real way you spell. Maybe that's the real way you pronounce her name.
She don't even say her name like that.
Well, that is true as well. I don't know why she said it like that.
Anyway, that was funny. Okay, so then we get a scene from Leticia, and so Gucci sitting there eating. Okay, and they're having a conversation about what happened with Selena and So Gucci, and So Gucci, well, actually, Leticia asked Gucci if she thought that Latrice sent Selena to attack her. And what are your thoughts about this conversation? Because I'm sitting there looking like,
I'ma just go with my first thought. I'm getting real tired of y'all hoes not going to the gym and going to get tummy tucks and BBLs while
well,
y'all
she
still
did say she
fat.
was going to
Like
get a BBL. That's what she did. What she said,
I,
she's going to get her tummy.
like
I'm going to get my tummy tuck.
what's going on with that? Like, not you trying to get the BBL done, but you ain't trying to go to the gym first. I mean, she did say she has like TCO or PCO or something like that causes her to bloat or whatnot. I
PCOS
don't
or
know.
something.
You said what?
PCOS or something like that.
PCOS, like like whatever the case may be. She has that, but yeah, I was kind of side-eyeing her. I was like, not you about to get a tummy tuck while you still fat. Like, and there's nothing wrong with being fat. Then again, I don't want to lie to y'all. Scientifically, anatomy, health wise, I don't know the systolic and the diabolic blood pressure of it all.
But why?
I,
This is my question. Why go get them tummy tucks, BBLs, them? What's the other one called? The gastrics and stuff like that. If y'all don't have no intentions on working out and making sure that your body is good even after you had a surgery,
well, them gastric
that's what y'all
bypass
don't
be
understand.
well, them gastric bypasses be having a skin looking like shriveled up balloon skins. Like, at the end at the end of the day, I think that gastric bypasses, I think they're terrible for people. I mean, unless you're like severely overweight, like, like disturbingly obese, like 700-800 pounds, but like people who are 300 pounds, like getting, the sleeve and the wait, we're not fat shaming. We're not fat shaming, Miss V. We're saying that it makes no sense to go, to go
You
get a
gotta
BBL,
nah,
to
nah,
go
nah,
get
nah.
a
Don't
B
butter it up. Don't butter it up. I'ma say it. If you gonna go get all of that stuff, work your body out and all of that stuff. Like that's just a bottom line. It doesn't do you any good. It's not healthy for you to go get these things. First of all, not seeing if your body can take these things. I'm not about to sugarcoat nothing for nobody. Um, Take care of your body before you go get these surgeries, and then after you get these surgeries, take care of your body. That's just the bottom line. And if you really care about yourself, you're gonna do it. That's just what it is. I don't
Yeah,
even think there's no other way to put it. If you gonna go do this stuff, make sure your body is right first, and make sure your body is right even afterwards. I said it.
yeah.
I mean,
However,
all of it.
you know, like you know, I can't be here and just like, you know, I'm not trying to, you know, shame nobody for being fat. You know, that's definitely not what it gives. You know, except for Marceau and his girdles. But outside of that, when it comes to like, you know, black women, like I feel like, you know, having children, the stresses of everyday life, I can understand people becoming a certain size, but I'm not gonna be like, oh yes, you know, yeah, girl, be fat. Like I'm not gonna tell y'all that, because also high blood pressure and hypertension is something else that us as black people we fall victim to very much so. So I'm just saying be healthy as you can, but I don't think it's healthy to while being fat while also going to get a tummy tuck. I just, and then it's not like the tummy tuck stops you from being fat. It just makes you fat with a flat stomach. Like,
Right. It's and that's why I say, you know, do whatever makes you happy. Of course, do whatever makes you happy, but I say do the research and also too, just make sure you taking care of your body. I'm just not about
right.
to go out here and get no BBL, and I know I am not eating, working out. I'm not doing none of that stuff. So what is my consistency level going to be like even after I have the surgery if I wasn't consistent before I had the surgery? You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I mean, that's just how I feel about it. But I did notice that, and one of the other things that kind of I was I was like, girl, a green shake, I mean a green smoothie, it is a thing, sis. Letitia act like that was something new to the world. Oh, you just went down to the Mississippi River and got this swamp water, girl. I'm sorry, but green smoothies is not new to the world.
I was like,
That's the very reason why I feel like she's not stern in wanting to change if you can't, like, come on now, that was
all I
weird to
could think about was like, at the end of the day, you didn't have Glenn's like semen, girl. At the end of the day, that's worse than swamp water to me.
me.
Like, so, girl, like you can at least have this. At the I'd rather drink sewage water. It didn't have anything that, you know, been dripping off of a Glendale. But anyway, you know, when it comes to, you know, So Gucci, I'm getting real sick and tired of So Gucci not taking responsibility for her. Like, for her, it's like she just keeps on like, you know, skipping over. And at the end of the day, I do appreciate like Leticia for saying that Selena is a intruder, which she is. You know, she did come in here like a roach, because at the end of the day, she knew that she was a pest to So Gucci, and that's why she's here all of a sudden. You know, it's no coincidence that they brought her on when her and Latrice fell out. Like, I will never, ever, ever not believe that Latrice did not set So Gucci up to get into it with what's her name, Selena.
Selena,
Yeah, so yeah, I
I am
agree
with
with.
you. There has to be some type of accountability taken. As some, like, you got to take some type of accountability, and I noticed during that whole conversation she didn't. She didn't. She didn't. So I'm with you
Yeah,
on that. I would never
yeah,
shame, but we have to be honest as well. We have to do better as people with taking care of ourselves. I agree with that. I'm just saying, like, if we're gonna go do it, make your money's worth, honey. Make it make sense. Honestly, that's just all I'm saying. Make it make sense.
yeah. Like, and if y'all want to go get surgery, I don't think there's no issue with that, as long as you're doing it healthily and, you know, safely, of course. But I'm just saying, like, you're going to get a tummy tuck while you're still big, like, it's not going to help anything, because at the end you're just going to gain the weight back, because obviously you're not trying to take measures to, like, you know, even make sure your body is at the healthiest point that it's at now, or at the fittest point that it is now. All you're going to do is get the tummy tuck, have a flat stomach, and everything else is still big. And then you're going to get big all over again. You're going to get another tummy tuck, or like, it makes no sense. And I really hate the, like, you know, the Instagramness of it all. Cause
Mhm.
it's way too many people not going to the gym, but getting liposuctions, and like their arms is unliposuction, the back of their legs is unliposuction, and then, you know, they just get it on their stomach, and it's like you just look like you just look big, but it's look like you just got a corset on. Like, that's the only thing. It look like you still big, but you wearing a corset, but you're not. But at the end of the day, like, is that the look that you're going for, or are you trying to be the fittest or healthiest that you can be? Is a tummy tuck or BBO going to help you achieve that? I mean, whatever way you want to do that, sis, that's on y'all. I'm just saying that if it was me, I would at least try to lose a certain number of pounds before I go get the tummy tuck, because it will make more of a dramatic, type of image, versus you still being this size and just getting a tummy tuck. It's just gonna look like you sucking your stomach in all day. That's it.
Ah. Okay, listen. So now we get a scene from Akeisha and Marie, honey. And it do seems like that they built or trying to build a friendship. Now Marie says that they get to talking and catching up. Child, Akeisha is saying that she over the plan and tickling herself because her man is up in the New Jersey and stuff over there. She says she grown. She don't care who don't like it. That's what she doing over there to keep herself pleased. That's what she said. Okay. Um. Marie says her good friend Keisha says a good friend of hers wants to speak with Marie and Leticia. Okay, let's not leave her out of them. About Tamara's past child, an ex of Tamara. All right. And so this man has invited them out to eat so he can spill all the tea. All right. And Marie has accepted to go sit down with this man and have a conversation. There was no decline, no nothing. And she wanted the tea. Okay. And she says, now this is what really got me with Marie. She says the only reason that she is going is for Keisha. And when she loves hard and she loves a person and when a person crosses her, she's gonna get them. um there's a whole lot wrong with it. There was a whole lot wrong with that scene, but I'm gonna let you go first. Oh, I got there. It is. Ooh, I got there.
Like, I just think it's so weird as fuck that Marie is on Tamara nuts like this. At the end of the day, my thing
Wait,
is like
friend,
this.
before we go there, quick question.
What?
Maybe I'm missing something, right?
Right.
Last year's reunion, okay, they accused Tamara of telling these lies, right? But if you leave it up to them, they are making me think, or somebody that might have not seen last season and know exactly what happened, right? Because we
Mhm.
still really don't know all of what happened because I feel like some stuff was cut. But anyway, my thing with this is why is they out here acting like that lady is walking around spreading lies about every last one of them individually when that's not what's happening? Am I missing
Exactly.
something?
Like, I feel like it's to divert off their own lives. Like, at the end of the day, all you hoes are lying about your lives. Like, Latrice wants us to believe that her, like, that Zaddy ain't beating her ass like a bongo drum.
Allegedly.
Marie don't want to let us know the man that Cedric allegedly left her for. And that all of them days that she was getting those finger waves, that he was doing it for her before she left to go to the scenes. She ain't telling us all of that. Or or the fact that
Wait, wait, wait. Did you can't gloss over that? Did you just say that Cedric did her finger waves for her scene?
I think he did. He runs a hairdresser school. We already
Like
talked about this.
we did.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I don't
We
think I
already talked
remember
about
that.
this. That's what he does for a living. He runs a whole hairdresser academy.
Shut the front door. I don't think I knew that.
Oh yeah, girl. That like that,
I
that
did
I
not
believe he was
hear
doing her
finger
finger
waves
waves.
for her.
And I'm like, we like Leticia, we don't know what she's doing with her business. We don't know what the hell she's enterprising. One minute she want to leave Glendale, the other minute she pillow talking and telling Glendale what's been happening at their meetings. The other minute she's scared. Other minute she getting tracked. The other minute she going with him to his grandmama house. The other minute she sucking his dick. I don't know what's going on, but why don't we get in? But you know what? Tamara ain't getting into what y'all got going on. She could
Joe
definitely get
Lane.
into what y'all got going on, but she ain't doing none of that. She's minding her damn business. And I think that you should do the same, Marie, because at the end of the day, we want to know where the fuck Cedric at.
I was
Where's
thinking in
Cedric?
my mind, what if
Where's
somebody
Cedric
did
thick
that to
ass at?
Cedric?
Huh?
I was thinking in my mind, what if somebody did this same thing that she doing to Tamara to like vice versa, but it was with Cedric.
And like this is why I really fuck with Aikisha this season, because she's calling it out. She was like, that's some real like snake stuff like that man is doing, and it really was pissing me off because I was like, bitch, so you say that you didn't want to, you couldn't come onto the show because of your motherfucking job, right? Because your job, you can come onto the show when you were originally with her, but now you trying to give messages through the cast. Like, bitch, if you don't go about your motherfucking salty ass business, at the end of the day, if you didn't want to come onto the show with her, bitch, you don't even need to be bringing your messages on the platform, you messy ass bitch. I was like,
And
this is so tacky.
To be clear, I'ma just tell you allegedly what I had heard. Allegedly, what I heard was this particular person reached out to all of the bells on the cast, every last person. And Marie and Leticia was the only two that responded to this particular person and was the only two people that actually met with this person. So Leticia, you get this smoke too, okay? Because while you sitting over here meeting with somebody else, you need to be meeting with Glenn. Really? That was foul to me. I ain't like that. No neither
Yeah,
side.
like
But I'm with you. I was here for Aikisha because it's like Aikisha was like, I ain't with that. And even though she has her issues with Tamara, and Aikisha has real issues with Tamara, right? Even with her issues with Tamara, she felt like it was still like a snake move. She did. She even said that at the end. She was like, well, listen, I really honestly believe in my heart that they were together. And she not feeding into the bull crap, and that's what I was here for.
right. And I don't know, like, it's kind of weird to me that you literally said that this man broke your arm. You literally said this man cheated on you. You literally said last year that, like, for him to be in your daughter's life, you have to buy him a Rolex. Like, but then this same breath, you want to say that you meeting with a man who's literally going out of his way to reach all of the women and tell them some tea about Tamara. You want to reach out to him because you want to give the man a voice. Or how about we give Cedric a voice and like, let us tell him his story about the whole arm break thing? Or should we just believe you? That don't make sense to me. You want to sit here and claim that that you've been abused, that you've been mishandled, but then in the same breath, you want to continue the perpetuation of another woman's abuse just because you don't like her. I don't like that. Like, you literally sat there and was trying to hold, protect and, defend Leticia when Glendale hopped through that door. But in the same breath, that now that, Tamara has a protective order against this man, regardless if it's been dismissed or not. Regardless if it's been dismissed or not, it's a whole bunch of times in this criminal system that women have been abused and women need protection, and the system fails them and they end up losing their life in the brink of that abuse. And you sit here and try to say, well, he has the records to say that it was dismissed. At the end of the day, that don't mean anything.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Don't you think it's kind of fucking weird how this man has not moved on with his life and he's going out of his way to try to reach everybody on the damn cast about this lady? You don't think there's anything odd about that? I was like, is Aikisha the only one with some damn sense?
It was Aikisha's face the whole time for me, because Aikisha was like, girl, I cannot believe you is saying this. I can't believe y'all actually out here doing this stuff. Like, the look on her face was very telling. I definitely was not here for this whatsoever. And I'm with Aikisha too, girl. What kind of messy girl this is over here to be,
and like, and I feel like if he's gonna do this shit, why the fuck do you, like, if you want to sit here and talk shit about people and try to bring up fucking messages, expose yourself. Show us who you are. Somebody needs to expose this bitch for the nigga that he is. You want to come on, conceal your identity, but talk shit through other people on the show. That is the weakest shit I've ever came across. But you don't want to let your identity be known. Y'all, you couldn't come onto the show because it was going to affect your job, but you could reach out to the cast after y'all break up to try to deliver messages to the audience. So you're still a part of the fucking cast. Like, that is the stupidest, weakest, wackest shit ever, and I really want him to be exposed. Who is this man? I don't know who gonna watch this, who gonna come across this, but please search this nigga out and send it in my inbox.
Well,
Cause
let's get on it. All
if this
everybody,
didn't
let's
have
get
me,
on it.
because if this didn't have me heated, I don't know what I was pissed. I was like, not you sitting here claiming that you couldn't come onto the show because your job, but you hitting up the cast to give them tea about Tamara and your
There we
relationship.
go. There we go. That's what I'm talking
Shouldn't
about
you be
right there.
focused on your damn job? You ain't with no other woman. You ain't found a new love in life. You sitting at home watching Bell Collective, reaching out to the damn cast on Instagram to tell them some tea that you got. You reaching out through Marie friends to try to get a dinner to tell them your side of the story. Number one,
But
you ain't got no
Keisha
motherfucking side of the story because she ain't talked about you, bitch.
and Keisha, whoever Keisha is, okay, a good friend of Marie. When Keisha called me and told me, Keisha said, and I'm only doing it for Keith. Like, we don't know Keisha. So this is all falling back on you, Marie. That's just 100. Like, but what is the end goal? You dislike Tamara that much? Come on now. That lady ain't told that many lies or ain't told no lie that stern on y'all that y'all got to do all this hateful stuff right here.
But
And that's the thing.
the thing is, anything that Tamara lied about had something to do with herself. Never to do it. It's not like she lied on
Nobody
them.
else. Right.
I don't know why they have why they're holding Tamara to this. All you hoes are liars. Number one, are we still gonna sit here and act like that, that Leticia is just not renting out an Airbnb office every single time she's on the fucking cast? Are we gonna sit here and act like that's a real office operating real businesses? Girl, what does the enterprise do? We still don't know. You literally told some woman that if she want to walk around like a boss, she has to wear all red suits. If that's not the worst motherfucking professional advice I've ever heard, girl, what?
You a boss, honey. Bosses wear red. Bosses wear red.
She literally convincing that lady to walk around looking like a Ruby Woo lipstick. Like, girl, are you like Leticia? But we talking about Tamara lies?
Right. I just ain't found alive. I had to go back and watch last season, y'all. I can't find them. I can't find them. Even at the reunion, they called that lady a liar, but then Leticia turned around and vindicated the lady. So what are we talking about? If we talking about Akeisha being on the show and all of this, Leticia turned around and vindicated that woman. But you are the main one walking around here talking about she a liar.
Like, you mad at Tamara, but you don't even like Akeisha. You still don't.
Child. And it's giving me showing like Akeisha because Akeisha is doing way more on Ferry Street than she is. Okay, y'all. So there was the scene between Marie and Akeisha. Okay. Hold up. Okay, so Akeisha. Okay, I read that part. Okay, so we get a scene from Leticia and Latrice. Okay, yeah. Honestly, if I could be very honest, this scene was. Let me hand you a pacifier. Let me hand you a bottle. Let me just give you this and kind of just let's coast through this conversation. That's what it gave me. Cause what? Listen, this conversation between Latrice and Leticia, I feel like Leticia really do be giving good advice, but sometimes I, I be wondering, do she follow her own good advice? Like just in general, right? Because she do sometimes really do give grown woman advice. It be good, but I be wondering, do she apply it to her own life? Really? Go ahead.
I'm not about to take advice from a woman who's literally fucking the nigga that she claims stalks her and she's scared of. I'm not. You're literally claiming that you're scared of this nigga, but in the next scene you're literally bragging about fucking him, but only with a condom on. Like, that makes it any better, you goofy ass lady. Like, I truthfully can't.
Yeah, I agree. I think this whole the whole thing is just not, the whole conversation was irritating to me. Like the whole conversation was very irritating to me. While Latrice was, I mean not Latrice, but Leticia was telling Latrice that, it looked like you may have brought Selena. Latrice then tells us, Selena comes to all of my events. She then tells Leticia that she did reach out to So Gucci. And she did not apologize because she felt like she didn't do nothing wrong. Okay. Um, what was your thoughts about this scene?
My wait, I'm sorry. My thoughts on this scene was that once again, Latrice is full of shit. Latrice can't even keep up with her stories. And like it was one part of this conversation where she says, at the end of the day, I didn't do anything to any one of these girls. Like, yes, you did. Yes, you did. You did a lot to these girls. You be talking a lot of shit in your confessional. So it really does shock me how you be saying that, Gucci need to watch her mouth when you don't even watch your, I mean, unless you mean watching your mouth as in only talking shit in the confessionals and then, seeing it air on television, knowing that you won't get checked about it because the scene's already been wrapped. I mean, if that's what you mean, but I'm saying like, all you do is talk shit. And then on top of that, you said like, but when they do it, it's okay. But when I do it, it's a problem. I was like, when you do what? When you do what? When you do what, Latrice? Because if you had nothing to do with this and you truthfully didn't bring her there, for it to be an issue, then what are you talking about? What do they do that now when you do it, they mad? What are you talking about? Unless you're talking about when you came to her fitness workout, and she was giving, Sophia all of these, she was giving Marie all of these praises, and that she knows you don't like Marie, and Marie don't like you, and then you brought Selena around to do the same thing, but you just didn't plan on it going that far. That's what I think that she meant, because Latrice is a fucking liar. But once again, we're not going to talk about Latrice lying. We just gonna all call Tamara the liar when all y'all are some lying ladies. And then let's also talk about the fact that she's up here talking about and I like, if I was gonna bring somebody for like, Sophia, that wouldn't even been the one. I was like, what are you like, girl?
Now that did.
Girl, I was like, girl,
wait,
who you gonna bring? Who you gonna bring? Who you gonna bring? Is it gonna be that big titty, that big 7 foot tall titty lady from last season, Melanie? Like who you gonna bring, Latrice?
I forgot about that lady.
I was like, not you bringing people to try to come in, like not you have people on speed dial who you can sick on Sophia, but you ain't got nobody on speed dial to save you from Cliff pinning you up against the wall and call you all types of dumb bitches. I'm confused. I'm confused.
It's very much so the reflection. They don't want to talk about their real stuff. Why not deflect on everybody else's story and make up stuff while we go along with it too?
I truthfully cannot, with this whole Latrice thing. And then she said, like, at the end of the day, if they're gonna do it, I can be able to do it too. Like, girl, you've been doing it since the ending of the first season leading into the second season. Like, you've been behind the scenes, in your confessionals trying to tear people's business down. You've been lying. You've been hiding your hands. And I don't care who do not agree with me. She is a demon. She a demon because she hides behind this facade of her just being a boss, her just minding her business, her being non-confrontational, and she goes behind people's backs and does spiteful things and comes across as trying to look innocent. Nobody thinks that she set that shit up except for me and you. Like, for some reason, people do not see Latrice for the snake that JJ said lies in her wigs. So at the end of the day, I have an issue. I don't like Latrice. I don't like Latrice. I don't like anything about Latrice. I truthfully can't. Like I'm saying, not you talking about you got people to call her on Sophia if you want to, but meanwhile, Daddy yanking you up by your arm like a 12-year-old and yank you up out the M bar and telling you to don't fucking play with him, calling you all types of bitches, but you can't call nobody on him.
Well, Selena wouldn't be the one I would call for So Gucci, for Sophia. I was like, girl,
at the end of the day, So Gucci would take them dentures out and wear you hoes out. What you would not.
Oh, you made me pull my hair. Oh my gosh. Oh God. Oh, make sure you take them dentures out, Sophia. Make sure you take them dentures out. Okay, moving on. So Leticia invites. Okay, so Leticia invites Latrice over to the peace treaty, child. I said, oh, another ghetto name for a brunch. Okay. Then we get in there, they having champagne and all that. But anyway, so this is a conversation. Uh-oh. I don't know what happened. Hopefully friend will come back. Y'all, while we wait, go ahead and hit that like button, please. Please hit that like button and subscribe to both channels if you have not already. Shout out to Aunt Natty for the cash app. Shout out to you. I appreciate it. Okay, we're gonna give him a few more seconds to come on back. You know what? While we wait on him to come back, I will be right back, y'all. I need to grab something really quick. Make sure you hit that like button on both videos. Period. Girl, what's going on? Girl, what's going on? All right, y'all. We back. Child. So Gucci ain't like you talking about her dentures, child.
Girl, oops.
She say you can talk about anything, but please do not talk about my dentures, okay? Okay. All right, so let's get into this peace treaty, child. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong notes. Hold on. Oh, child. This peace treaty was something, okay? So of course, Leticia has to give her spiel. We are bells, and we cannot be, and bells should not be behaving like this. Bells need to get it together. Bells, and bells. Okay. And how can we empower somebody else when us bells don't got it together? Okay. So then she over here like, hold on, y'all.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're talking about So Gucci's dentures. They ain't doing well for you. I bet
Listen,
you
like,
should talk about her dentures no more.
now she's sick the tooth fairy on me. I cannot.
Okay.
I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it.
Okay, so let's get into the peace treaty, right? Okay, so like I was saying, Leticia had to get that spiel. Bells don't do this, bells do this. of course, she started talking about so Gucci being attacked and all of that kind of stuff, right? So here's my question about this whole thing right here. Well, not a question. Marie and Tamara go talk at a table. Now, I will say this: the look on Tamara's face was like, "Girl, what is this? Like, what is this?" She felt something was coming. I could tell by the look on her face, she felt something was coming, but I don't think she knew it was that. Then you
Mm-hmm.
got Leticia and Akeisha over here sitting, and was it me? Because I watched the episode more than once, but we didn't really hear them actually have their conversation. All they said was like, "Oh, well, we should fix whatever we have going on." I think the main focus was on Marie and Tambourine. Am I wrong?
I don't think you're wrong.
Okay, okay. I
You're
just want
not
to make
wrong.
sure that we didn't really get no tea from Akeisha and Leticia or whatever, but we did get quite a bit of tea from Marie and Tamara going back and forth, right? So they're sitting there having this conversation, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I was completely disgusted because I'm thinking to my mind in my mind, like, why, why, why do we have to bring this? Then Marie gets to talking about all of the receipts that the man brought. He brought a manila folder with all these receipts and stuff in it, and it's like, Marie, what is your point? What's your point? What's you and Letitia's point here? What are you trying to prove? I was disgusted by that, and I was here for Tamara getting up and walking away. But you wouldn't have got that much out of me. I'm sorry, you wouldn't have got that much out of me. If I'm not dealing with that nigga no more, that's just what it's gonna be. He ain't fit to bring me no smoke by him. I mean, that was crazy to me. But anyway, how you felt about this peace treaty, aka a knockoff brunch, just because she didn't have no food there?
Like I said, like I already knew. I mean, Latrice had said, which was like the only honest thing, and out of that conversation was nothing was going to get resolved there. You know, but for Marie to try to throw up in this woman's face what her alleged, former abuser had said, or was saying about her, I thought that was so fucking low.
It was
Especially when
very
you
low.
said that, you had got abused. We all, had sympathy for you. We all felt bad for you. We all wanted to be, we wanted to be Cedric down. We wanted to get him because we didn't want to see any further abuse of a woman. And now you are going about your own platform to give the voice to a man who's allegedly been abusing this woman, and she has protective orders against allegedly. And I was like, girl, what's the reason? Why, out of all of the things that you have going on, you know what? Why don't we talk about the fact that your son got a 15-year-old pregnant, allegedly?
Mm.
Why are we not talking about your predator? Why are we why are we not talking about that? You are not talking about the things that are actually important. I want you to tell me, why did your son feel like it was okay to impregnate a 15-year-old girl and he is still not going to jail yet? Why is that happening? While we're sitting here talking about what what is going. Did you ever patch up all of those holes that he punched in your wall when he was scaring you? When you told him that he needs to be a man, can we get an update on the walls in the house?
Not on the walls in the house.
It is so much that you could be focused on, but you decide to literally go out of your way to try to connect with this man. And whoever this man is, you are the lowest form of scum that there are. Like, you literally, you are such a coward because you couldn't come onto the show. You don't want your face to be shown. And now it makes me feel like it's not because of your job. It's probably because you had other bitches. You probably had something else going on behind the scenes that Tamara had no knowledge of. Because if that really was the case, if it really was the case that you were afraid of being, this being connected to your job, you wouldn't even connect it a story to this show. you would just move on with your motherfucking life and move on about your business and know that you can achieve better and get better because she did you wrong. But you decide to go behind the scenes, reach out to all of the fucking cast members like a blog page and try to get exposed tea on her about what? Trying to talk about getting your story heard. At some point, in order for your story to, to need to be heard, a motherfucker has to tell a side of the story that's the opposite of you. And she ain't said anything about you. Don't nobody care about your ass. And the fact that you won't show your face, you won't expose your name, but you're sitting here causing, division amongst the cast. It's some real bitch ass shit. And I really want to know who this nigga is. I really want to know
about it. Don't worry about it. I'm on top of it.
I want to know who he is, because like for you, like, and then you're going around pulling up information talking about, well, I got this, all of this stuff has been dismissed. That don't mean anything. Do you know how many black women go to the police for help or go to the police, try to get protection away from an abuser, and nothing happens and they end up losing their life subsequently after? Marie, do you know how many times that happened? How many, did Cedric go to jail after he broke your arm, allegedly, from what you said? Did he go to jail? Or because because there's no jail or no police filings that you've shown us, can we just say it never happened and you made it up? And we ask and we bring Cedric on to tell his side of the story.
I agree.
How and then you sit here and you claim that you're some type of beacon of fucking safety when you literally try to be a shield for Leticia, but then you go and you perpetuate the abuse towards Tamara. Number one, after all of the niggas that then fucked around in your face, that played around you, played on you, and then moved on. You have to get a Rolex for it to try to take care of the child that they helped create. I would imagine that you wouldn't just believe what a nigga says.
Listen,
just strangely, especially after you have came into contact with Cliff, with Glendale and all the rest of these niggas out here in Mississippi. I mean, out there in Mississippi, because I'm not at that place of the low dwelling. But you would imagine that you would have a little bit more intelligence when it came to just believing what a nigga says. And I guarantee you, sis, if she's gotten a protective order on him, she's moved on with her life and she's fucking with a new nigga, I don't think that she gives a damn about what that man has to say for you to bring that to her anyway. So what was your point? What were you trying to achieve? Are you just trying to go out of your way to hurt this lady because she's a liar? At the end of the day, Marie, all you bitches are liars too, and you still don't want to admit that you got a BBL, period, or nose job. You lying about that? Should she next scene, should she just bring out a photo of you from 2021 and just put it right next to your face and says, there's a lie in here somewhere?
Nah, I find it lie. You play with me like this, see, you cross me like this, you're not gonna like how I'm gonna come back across you. I'm just saying, because I'm gonna be a real one. You come for me, I'm coming for you, and you're not gonna like it. I promise you're not gonna like it. Baby, I would have Essie and Cedric on the phone so fast. Don't play with me. That was just uncalled for. Like, I don't understand why women don't like. Why would you do this to another woman? This is crazy. Over a lie. What you feel like is a lie. Since you act like this lady is out here literally lying on your name and destroying you. I don't like it whatsoever, child. I don't like it.
Like that shit really, y'all, it really pissed me off and it really rubbed me so fucking wrong. Like, I really like you, Marie, but if you're gonna be doing weird shit like that, I mean, like, at the end of the day, then like, what about if we pull up that stuff that Latrice was saying when she said that you was out here doing Medicaid fraud in a methadone clinic? Like what if we did that? Would you be okay with that? You was out here crying.
I feel like the very thing that she was accusing other people on the cast, Latrice, you turn around and doing the same thing to somebody else now. Like, come on, man. This is not cool. This is not cool whatsoever. And again, Marie, you the one that look crazy. You and Leticia, y'all the one that look crazy. Tamara don't look crazy. Tamara storming out, talking that she gonna call her attorneys. All of that ain't even necessary. Marie, why it's not necessary? Why it's not necessary? You be talking about calling your attorneys on people when they do stuff to you. So why
Because
is it not necessary?
her ass didn't think they was gonna get that deep. She didn't think that Tamara was gonna turn into a white woman on her ass and try to get the courts involved and try to get some suing going on. She didn't think that it was gonna get that deep. At the end of the day, if she's had a protective order against this man and he's out here still harassing her through your dumb ass who decided to take the bait and come onto the show with the bullshit that he brought to you, you shouldn't get mad if she decides to include your ass in a lawsuit at all. Like you really going outside and at this point, girl, I can no longer defend you, girl. So when Latrice is out there, talking about them ass shots that you allegedly had, that nose job that you chopped off the half of your nose when Beyonce did made formation, I can't defend you, girl, because you want to go out here and bring receipts from what a man gotta say, from whatever the man gotta say. I am so disappointed and so disgusted.
Should not be like it is just so crazy to me to sit that these black women of age that have their own things to deal with, y'all really found time to sit down with a nonsense nigga to get his side of the story because you feel a way about Tamara? Man, get out of here.
And I was like, I thought you hang out with bosses. I thought you hang out with bosses, girl. Bosses ain't got bosses don't be hanging around niggas out here stalking their exes.
You better tell me.
Or trying to arrange meetings between the fucking weird stalker ex and and a cast member. Like, she ain't like, Keisha, what the fuck do you do in your spare time anyway?
Who is Keisha?
I don't damn know, but that is the most basic motherfucking name I've ever heard.
It definitely gave me no Marie. Like, you trying to throw somebody else's name up in here, but this is all you. Just go on and accept it. This is how you and Leticia.
Like, this is sad. This is I really hate this for you. I really do hate this for you, that you really went out of your way to try to damage and hurt this lady. That's what your intentions were. And my question is this: why aren't you doing this to Latrice? Why are you doing this to Tamara? Why are you not doing, or why are you just not showing us your life? You have such an interesting life. You have Cedric out here doing your pin curls. Your son out here impregnating underage teenagers, and also punching holes in your walls and not working and going to school at the same time. Also babysitting his 18 children that he done made before he even turned 21. At the end of the day, you have a lot of stuff to focus on. You have the methadone clinic. You have the behavioral clinic. You have your mama that you have to snatch up off the streets every other week. But you want to sit here and talk about this abuse that this woman has been through, talking about, well, the court said that it's dismissed.
Child, I can't.
If you don't look like the biggest fool, if you don't look like a clown, I don't know what it is. Like, you going out sad this episode. Ooh, Marie, I ain't gonna like you. I don't know if I'm gonna like you again after this. You crossed that line. Girl, you crossed the line, and it's a thin line between love and hate. Girl, you really fucked up. And if you didn't do anything for the audience not to like you, you definitely did it today or that day. Man. But that's all I have to say on that.
I'm glad I've been waiting on that legendary drag.
I just couldn't believe. I was like, not Mama Ree. Not Mama Ree. Not Mama Ree's doing this. Marie Smart. I was like, you smarter than this. You better than this. I was like, what about the methadone clinic? Like, girl, what about the methadone clinic? What the methadone clinic gonna think about this? Do you know some of them people that you bring to the methadone clinic because they have addictions have also found their way to addiction because of abuse from a man? Girl, what is this gonna look like for your business? You're supposed to be trying to heal people. Ooh,
I agree.
I am
Listen,
so disappointed.
I am too. It was a lot. It was a lot. It's a lot. Okay. Listen, y'all, I hate to end this very abruptly, but we have finished the actual episode or the recap on the episode. I just got some terrible news in my family. Um,
Oh no.
my brother was hit by a 18-wheeler.
Is he okay?
I don't really know the details just yet because I was wondering why my phone was buzzing and going off crazy as it was, and that was one of the things that was just told to me. So, I'm supposed to go handle this though, y'all. Friend, I
Yeah.
appreciate it. We do great with bill collector reviews. I enjoy it. I do enjoy it. But I can wait for this one. This one was I knew this one was gonna be epic.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, I appreciate it, but like we should hurry up and close this out.
Okay, well, I mean we good. I appreciate y'all again for sticking with us today. I know typically Mondays is not the day. We might adopt Mondays. I don't know. We'll figure it out once we be able to settle both of our schedules. And we'll go from there, y'all. But we'll see y'all next week for episode 8, of course, y'all. All right. All
All
right,
right. Thank you
team.
all so much.
Bye, y'all.